Follow USN's 3 steps to build a super lean body with USN Pure Protein, FedraCut XT and Creatine X4. USN, it's all about results.
In the final run-up to the 2012 Olympics, we met up with professional mountain biker Philip Bates and found there's nothing ordinary about him or the way he does things.
Philip, this is for you. I think you have earned it, my friend. I want to see that kind of pace at the Olympics. The last few months must have been absolutely crazy, obviously culminating in your selection to the Olympic team. Let's talk about your career a little bit and how you got to that point.
It's been amazing. I've been riding for about 9 years now, and yeah, it all started off with, playing around on the bike. I mean, basically what you saw now, jumping around and challenging everyone around you and everything. I only really started focusing on proper training for the last 3 years, and I mean, qualifying for Olympics, that's the highest level that any athlete can get to.
Now, of course, qualifying for the Olympics is no mean feat. Let's talk about that process. What did it take to get you there?
On such a high at the moment, and the focus now just shifts to the last 2 or 3 weeks leading up to Olympics. But I mean, previously before that, my training was all for around this time.
Well, you've been keeping yourself busy. You've just come back from the USA where you cracked a top 20 at the World Cup. Nice confidence booster.
Cracking the top 20, it gives me such motivation. Everything just went perfect in this race. I had a great start and I was mentally prepared. And with this result, I'm so confident now because it just showed me that I've got the capability of getting like a top 10 finish at the Olympic Games.
Now, Philip, I know with this kind of event, possibly the biggest on the international stage, Gareth and the guys at USN have been very strategic and structured a specific supplementation stack for you. Should we go and meet up with Gareth and find out exactly what we're going to be putting in?
Yeah, of course. Super excited about it.
Right, I'll try to keep up.
The 23-year-old also won the 2012 African Continental Championships. He'll represent South Africa in the cross-country event at the London Olympics. As always, USN's Gareth Powell has some great advice.
All right, take us through the stack that you have very specifically planned for Philip.
Well, I think Philip and his team have done exceptionally well in terms of getting him to where he is now. The role of USN is to make sure that his performance levels have been significantly enhanced, making sure that his system can adapt to the stress of exercise. One of the key products that we've added into his pre-Olympic stack is VascuFit. This is a recently launched supplement in the endurance range for athletes like Philip and those who aspire to be like him. Not only does it improve your blood flow to your muscle mass, it also removes all of the toxins as a result of exercise. So that'll be the metabolites from glycogen, such as lactic acid. That way it'll keep your system far more effective at providing energy, burning energy and cleaning itself up. This product will help you so that you can utilize energy far more efficiently, recover far better as well.
Now, looking at the slight difference in the kind of event that Philip is going to be competing in, it's very explosive. Every second counts. Will these supplements help him on that course?
Well, see, this product is ideal in that regard as well. It's got peak ATP in it. So part of the energy cycle that Philip will be using for that highly explosive exercise is adenosine triphosphate. That's ATP plus phosphocreatine, which will be loaded into the muscle tissue cell. It'll be saturating the muscle cell so his energy levels are high. Longer period of time, we can get more explosive power. But then we can start to add in other products as well. EpiPro All-in-One has become a staple mate, I think, in all athletes doing ultra-endurance sports or high-intense physical activity. Not only does it protect your muscle tissue mass, but it also makes sure that your energy cycle is consistently recovering. Stack the two products together, your performance levels are exceptional.
Now, I'm guessing for the next couple of weeks, Philip is going to be on planes, in hotel rooms. Any kind of consistency is going to be very difficult. How do we maintain our balance in supplementation and nutrition through this crazy final stretch?
I think one of the hardest things around traveling so much is making sure that you're eating foods that your system is accustomed to. It's so sensitive to minor changes. Drastic effects can come from small changes. So what we do is we make sure that from a nutritional point of view, his goals are being met. Just keeping consistency with foods that he's used to eating in his diet. So making sure that these types of products are available, he'll travel with these, he can utilize them as and when he requires them, but it's products and it's nutrition that his body is used to.
Well, we know they taste great, they are very convenient, but how do they get the job done?
Well, they have been engineered to supply a nutritional profile that's specific to professional athletes. And that means everybody can benefit from it because we all have access to these types of products. So the protein is there to spare the lean muscle tissue mass to make sure you don't go catabolic, which is one of the challenges when you're in a plane all the time because you can't get the food that you need. Making sure that you're going to get hydration in. It's very, very important that you stay well hydrated. The carbohydrates, all low GI carbohydrates, making sure that you get a consistent supply of energy without overloading your body and possibly storing fat mass. And there's a good fat balance in here as well. Your system is dependent on fat mass to make sure that your hormone cycle, etc. is well looked after. So here we're looking at a consistent balance between proteins, carbs and fats and supplying it in a convenient manner as and when required.
And of course, in a very tasty package. Nice to know that I use the same supplementation that an Olympian does. Now, you've worked with a lot of our top athletes and you've helped them achieve some incredible results. What advice do you have for Philip now as he approaches quite possibly the biggest moments of his career?
You know, some interesting times ahead of you in terms of events before the Olympic Games, but just making sure that the supplements that you're now using in your training, you adapt it and make sure you can continue using those through competition. And just make sure that you stay well hydrated, eat regularly and as required, and make sure you're using the right supplementation at the right time.
Gareth, as always, thank you so much. I've learned a huge amount today. I'm feeling inspired and I'm not even the one competing. Philip, good luck, my friend. You have got the country behind you. I look forward to catching up with you again after, hopefully, a very successful Olympics, but all the best on your journey.
Philip's message as a mountain biker and as a person is loud and clear. Live a life less ordinary. Visit usn.coza to up your game and bring home the gold.
Follow USN's 3 steps to build a super lean body with USN Pure Protein, Fedrocut XT and Creatine X4. USN, it's all about results. Stay with Expresso and SABC3.